Good morning. It is market day 2 and I am just now checking in with you guys. It's 11:15 and it is slow but steady. We have people just kind of trickling in. It's Sunday and it's snowing outside, so who knows what's going to happen. But I've had quite a few good sales and I'm just kind of hanging out here. I'm actually making a mousse right now. It's Red Mills Crochet, Red Fox Crochet, I can't remember, I'll put it on the screen, but I'm making her little mousse. I sold one at the store. I just looked at my online portal and I had sold one, so I am making some more so I can drop them off this week. And hold on, okay, it's the Friendly Red Fox. I don't know where I was coming up with that name, but I thought while I'm sitting here waiting for sales, I would make some mousse to drop off and try to make good use of my time. I've done one leg. I just have to attach the other one and his antlers and he's done. He's pretty easy. This is Chenille Basics in chocolate and it's like the most amazing yarn to use. So I'm just gonna hang out here at the market, and I had a crazy morning. I'll tell you about that later, but I'll check in with you guys in a bit. It's 11:41. I just finished my mousse and it looks really cute. I just have to do the antlers when I get home with white yarn. I don't have those here. And then I just started a CJ Designs turtle and I'm using Fresnel velvet yarn and it's going to be really cute. Just trying to keep myself busy because I'm kind of bored. But I've sold 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've sold 12 things and most of them are small. I did sell my last Squirtle. I finally sold a pickle with a hat, and also 2 different Christmas musics are going on at the same time. So we have the main music by the vendor person, and then somebody else has decided to play their own Christmas music, which I don't know why no one has said anything about that because it's kind of annoying. So I'm just hanging out. I have about 4 hours left. So wish me luck. I have 1 hour and 53 minutes left. It's about 2 o'clock and it was like super dead for like 1 hour and 45 minutes straight. And then a few people came in and I sold a pattern where I made a gator and an elephant that I'm always surprised doesn't sell. I just sold both of those. I also sold my big green rainy day frog. And a couple of holiday pickles finally sold. And I think that's just maybe a chicken. I think I sold my first chicken today. Just made a CJ Designs turtle with Fresnel velvet yarn, and then this is that new yarn that I just bought and what it's called, but it's really pretty. So what do you think of the color combination? I think it's pretty. So just eating my snacks. I didn't bring any actual food, I just brought snacks and hoping more people come in. Hello there, my friends. It has been a couple of days and I just needed to decompress after my weekend of markets in Augusta. So as you saw from the video, it was a struggle for me getting there and coming back. I think the biggest issue that I had was loading and unloading my stuff into my husband's truck without anyone's help and in the snow. So I think if I did it again, I would not have gone. Well, I planned my market for that weekend. My husband then planned a trip after I had planned my market. So he knew I had a market and he planned a trip that was not necessary. Anyway, we won't get into that. But anyway, so I had just a crazy time getting there. I brought 2 carloads in my car. I drive a Subaru, so I brought 2 loads in my car thinking it would fit in his truck on the way back. And then what happened, someone's vacuuming. I don't know what that was. I think my husband's working on something downstairs. But anyway, the stuff didn't fit in the truck. So for example, when I got there and I was unloading everything, I had to go up a hill and then my stuff kept falling off my cart. The same thing happened to me when I was packing up. I put a bunch of heavy stuff on my cart, and then I went to pull it up the hill and the cart started sliding. All my stuff went flying off. I had a bin full of like office supply type things, and that went literally flying down the snowy hill. My stuff everywhere. It was absolutely a disaster. He's sanding the walls downstairs because he's finally painting our kitchen. So if that happens again, I may have to just stop and film this at another time. So overall, my sales were about $700 for the 2 days, which is not that great when you think about a 2-day market that you paid $275 for and had to drive a combination of 6 hours total to get there and back for 2 different days. And also just like the weather and everything. One thing I was thinking about later is maybe I just shouldn't have gone. Like I should have noticed all the signs that maybe I shouldn't go. But if I would have called her and said that I can't come, then I would have been a no-show. And I don't want to be considered a no-show for a market because then that's going to be like the name I've made for myself. So I'm glad I stuck it out, and he's still sanding again. I hope that's not bad. I could film later. I just really want to film right now. The sun is out. Put it on a project. You can't stop him. All right, I'll film this, and if it's bad, then I will go back and film it again. So let's talk about a few things that sold. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention is that there were 3 other crochet vendors besides me there that were selling very similar items. One sold like massive dogs, so that like I didn't make anything like that, but the other 2 were very, very similar to me. That's probably the main reason I think that I didn't do very well. And somebody said it was a juried market. It was not a juried market. She was accepting money from everyone. It didn't go through a panel. I'm absolutely positive it didn't go through a panel. I went back and looked at the directions and it didn't. But it was interesting the things that sold. The things I normally sell, I didn't sell any of. I sold 1 little mini octo. I didn't sell any of my little items, like chicks with hats or crabs or squid or any of like my little tiny things. I sold larger items, which is probably like Christmas related. But I did sell some things that I've been hanging on for a while, which I was happy about that. But I sold my Little Mouse Fable doll, the one that I just made from Oak and Marlow. That I made 3. I made a bunny, a mouse, and a deer, I think. And I sold the mouse. And I sold a little kitten snuggler, like one of the little bitty ones, really cute. I had a chubby dino from all from Jade, and I sold the dino, not the capybara, but I sold the dino. I finally sold a Grove doll, which I was so happy about that. It's the first one that I made. She had braids. She was so cute. I sold my holiday bear that I just made, like literally just made. My large Tootsie Roll sold. That was good. I had brought 2 small love cats and 1 purpley blue one, and I sold the 2 mini kittens. And then while I was there, I made a brown one, and I sold the blue one, but not the brown one. I had made 2 Squirtles. I sold both of those, and actually I had one of the vendors asked me if I would make them another Squirtle, so they paid for it, and I have to make that Squirtle and ship it off to them. My chicks and an egg, I only sold 1. 1 chicken nugget, that was a surprise. And then for my chickens, I only sold 1. So even the candle vendor, which was a couple stalls down, I think I said this before, even the candle vendor sold crocheted chickens. I had a gator and an elephant that was absolutely adorable. It was a pattern test that I did. If I can think of the name of the person, I will put it on the screen. But I sold both of them. I was very happy because they were so cute. Like there was no reason for those to not sell. I sold 1 turtle, one of my standing turtles, my land turtles. It was the one that it was fluffy. It had like a fluffy yarn mixed with a chenille yarn. I only sold 1 holiday pickle. I was shocked by that. Like, how could I not sell all of those holiday pickles? Rainy Day Frogs, I sold both of them. That was a pattern test. I had an orange one and a green one. They both sold one Saturday, one Sunday. I had 1 rooster left, and I sold that. I put my bunnies out, I thought, you never know, and sure enough, 1 tall bunny sold, and I had a swinging character that sold. So those were like the main things. There were a few things here and there that I didn't mention, but overall, I don't think I'm gonna go back to this market. This particular organizer also does a civic center market in November or maybe December. I think I'm gonna sign up for that one. But the October market was not that great. This one was even worse than the October market, so definitely not going to sign up for those. But like I said to you guys before, I'm new to Maine. I'm just figuring out the markets, which ones I should go to, which ones I should travel for, which ones are good for what I'm selling, and I'm just figuring things out this year. and this is all new to me. So I met a lot of great people. There was even one of the vendors who was saying that he was going to get everyone's business card and create his own market, which I don't think you're allowed to do that. But he did give me this really pretty dream catcher. It's a Tree of Life dream catcher. He's the guy that purchased the Squirtle from me. I thought that was really sweet. I've never had a dream catcher before, but I really like this one. But he says he does really well. He actually gave me some tips on my website. So one of my goals for 2026 is to get my website really going with like plushies, safety eyes, other tools, stickers, and just making some other things that I can put on my website. But I didn't want to pay like the $30 to $40 a month that it took to run my website, because I thought that every month I don't sell something, I'm like paying and paying and paying. He said, what are you talking about? If you have all your things on Square and you sell through Square, then you can have a website through Square. You can do online sales through Square. I had no idea. So I'm starting to look at it, see if I like it. I know a few of you use Spotify, and I think that's also a successful one, although you do have to pay for it. So I might look into Square and just see if it's something that I might want to do. It would save me all of those Etsy fees. I could charge less for the items that I sell, because you do have to include or consider that you are getting charged, what is it, 30%, 25% from Etsy. So anyway, I just want to say thank you to those of you that have stuck with me during this market weekend. And yeah, it was not the best market. There was a lot of downtime. You can probably tell that I didn't do any more days of Vlogmas. I decided that this would be my last video for Vlogmas. My youngest son is now here. My other son arrives on Monday, and my daughter is also here. So we're going to be doing a lot of family activities. My son and I have been working out together, and it's just been a lot of fun. And I started to realize, even though I love doing Vlogmas, I was only doing Vlogmas. Like, I wasn't doing anything else. I wasn't cleaning. I was barely doing my laundry. I wasn't doing anything for my family or exercising or anything that was enjoyable beyond Vlogmas. And although I think it was nice, I'm going to reconsider how I'm going to do Vlogmas next year. Like, I might do 10 days of Vlogmas that I film ahead of time and then just like plug them in throughout the month, because you don't want something to take over your whole life that way. Even though it's fun and I think people enjoyed watching it, I got tons of amazing comments. I feel like you have to like have some kind of a balance in there. So I have to think about that as well. And maybe I'll come up with like some other kind of thing that I do another time of the year that's similar to Vlogmas, where I can like prepare for it. I can make up my own thing, like maybe for Valentine's Day I could do something. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys so much. I'm sorry that it was so short. There just wasn't that much to report. And I really look forward to markets coming up. I think I might do my goals for 2026. I might do some kind of a video like goals of 2026, because I have a lot of ideas, a lot of plans, a lot of things that I want to do with my small business as it grows. And I just want to share that with you and get your thoughts and your input. So thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me for 2025. It was awesome, and I met so many new people through YouTube and Instagram, and I'm just very thankful. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. I'll probably have like one more video out, like maybe a weekly crochet vlog, 1 or 2 before Christmas comes. So if I don't see you or talk to you or hear from you, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and holiday season with your family, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.